Hi, I'm Sonia Shrivastava with the City of Bowie, and September is Emergency Preparedness Month, and we're also right in the middle of hurricane season. Well, joining us now is Stephanie Robinson, and she is with the city's Emergency Management Department, and these guys have been following all of the stuff that's been going on very closely, and you're going to show us a kit that we can put together in case disaster strikes, right?
Yes, Sonia, thank you. Our area doesn't get very many hurricanes, but we do get a lot of severe storms. They both have the same consequences: high winds, power outages, and flooding. And in that case, it's important to have a kit.
Yeah, and the first thing that you recommend is this: water.
Water is essential. You need to have 1 gallon per person per day, including your pets. If you have 2 dogs, that's 2 more gallons of water.
Yeah, and of course you need food.
Yes, food. You need to have at least 3 days of non-perishable food: canned items, protein bars, and a can opener.
Yeah, and you recommend that, for your children, if you're going to have formula, you need water for that as well.
Yes, it's recommended to have the ready-made formula, the stuff that comes liquid, but if you have the powdered formula, that works as well. Just have water to supplement with it.
Yeah, and of course you need wipes and
diapers. Any parent will know diapers and wipes, you need lots of them.
Well, in case of an emergency, it is just critical that you stay informed, and these small crank radios are essential, right?
Yes, radio is critically important for receiving alerts. There's 2 different kinds of radios you can get. This one is the handheld and battery powered. So this one you can tune into the NOAA weather channels, you can tune into your local channels as well. The other radio is the NOAA weather radio, and the only key difference between this one and that one is the NOAA radio will actually send out an audible alert. So if you have it sitting in your garage or your laundry room, it's going to send out an alert for anything such as flood warning, flash flood warning, or hurricane warning.
And where do you get a NOAA radio?
NOAA radios can be found online and at your local hardware store.
All right, well, when you're at the hardware store, there are definitely some other things that you should be picking up, including this flashlight, right?
Yes, flashlights are critically important, and you can get a couple kinds of flashlights. This is the handheld, we have the lantern for lighting a room. You can also get the headlamp if you're looking for things in an emergency and you don't have power. It frees up your hands.
Right, and I noticed that some of them also do like flashing, so if maybe you're lost or something and you want somebody to find you, then it works with that as well.
Yes, the strobe feature is excellent for flagging down help at dark.
Right, and what do you have in your hand here?
So this is a dust mask. Many people may not think of this, but if you have to shelter in place, you're going to need items like a dust mask and duct tape and garbage bags and plastic sheeting. Because if a tree comes through your window, you're going to need to, number one, there's going to be dust in the air and you want to protect yourself from it. And you're going to need to shelter yourself in place in your room. So you'll duct tape the edges, you'll put the plastic sheeting up to pretty much create a sanctuary within your house.
All right, well, you may already have this hanging around your house. If you don't, you want to get one, but this whistle could save your life.
Yes, in an emergency, if it's dark and they're looking for you or you're trapped in your home, you're going to need a whistle to get their attention.
And you definitely want to keep some garbage bags around, because in case you have debris and you need to clean up, all of that is going to come very handy. And there's some other things as well.
Yes, you want to have a toolkit. So a sort of things like wrenches and pliers in case you need to turn off your utilities. Another good thing to have on hand is a fire extinguisher. Also, maps. We all rely on our cell phones, but our GPS may not be working, so have local maps in case you need to evacuate.
Yeah, and exactly, because we don't know if you're going to have phone service at that time. Now, the other thing that most people need to really think about is their medicine. Especially if you're diabetic or if you have other medications that you need, it's important to get those in advance.
Yes, some pharmacies will allow you to fill a prescription 30 days in advance. So what you can do is you fill your prescription, get your 30-day advance, and put one in your kit, and then continually rotate those out so that you always have your prescriptions on hand.
Yeah, and one of the things that people, you think everybody has this, but most people don't, a first aid kit. I mean, this is crucial to your survival.
Yes, a first aid kit is amazing. Take this for example. This is an emergency blanket. It's nice and small, but it's going to be a lifesaver if it's cold
and this
or if
little
it's
thing
raining.
Is a blanket.
Yes, this tiny little package is a blanket.
Wow.
Other things we've got: Band-Aids, obviously, cold compress, amazing. We have eye pads in case someone damages their eye. This could be flying debris, anything like that. First aid kits are necessary, and they have so many pieces, and they're so easy to get. You can get them online, or you can get them at your local hardware store as well.
Yeah, and this is a pretty elaborate first aid kit that I've seen, mostly. Yeah. So is this a special one that you have?
This isn't. Actually, this kit that I've got here, I got it online for not very much price, under $50, and it's got everything you could possibly need in it. And it's nice, and I like it. I bought it because it's nice and compact, so it's nice and little. I'm not hauling around a big thing.
And lastly, you want to have your insurance policies and other, house-related documents and things like that nearby.
Yes, and there are two ways you can do this. You can do this in paper documents and put it in a plastic bag or something to keep them protected. But nowadays, you can also put them online, so you can load them up in a safe, secure place, but have your documents available because they will need them when you start doing damage assessments.
Thank you, Stephanie, for those great tips. Now, residents are being encouraged to stay informed by signing up for Alert Bowie. And the way you do it is you go onto the city's website at cityofbowie.org/alertbowie. Until next time, I'm Sonia Srivastava.